What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles. Today, I'm going to focus in on Val-d'Or Furore. I am with that. The one major junior name I always butcher. Their forward, Nicolas Aube-Kubel. Was currently skating up there. He had 53 points in 65 games in his second year in the Q. Was very good last year at the World Under-17s in Quebec, for Team Quebec, putting up 8 points in 6 games, and was one of the players to watch going into that tournament. Really, turned some heads up there. He was a first-round pick in the Q draft, so he's come around pretty highly touted. What impresses me about him is his hockey IQ. And I like the way he plays defensively. I mean, I think a lot of kids can go out there and put up a ton of points. I mean, not a lot of them, but to really have that headiness and understanding of the game at such a young age, a 17-year-old kid, will definitely help him at the next level because your skill set may not translate. You may not be able to. You won't. 9 times out of 10, you won't be able to pull the save moves in pro hockey that you can pull in junior hockey. But hockey IQ translates. If you can think the game and think a few steps ahead of your opponent on both sides of the puck, you're going to be in good shape, and I think that's a perfect example of what Aube-Kubel brings to the table on a night-in, night-out basis. Playing with a lot of offensive talent. Anthony Mantha, most namely. He's really been able to emerge as a good two-way forward for Val-d'Or, and I think he's going to continue to develop. I think next year he'll be better than a point-a-game player. He'll really break out, and I think in the next couple of years he could definitely challenge for a spot on Team Canada for the World Juniors. He's the 40th ranked North American skater right now, so he really jumped up during the rankings, and his play speaks for itself, and I think a lot of GMs are going to look at a guy like this and say, we can take him in the second round, let him develop in junior, let him do time in the AHL if he needs it, and get a pretty solid professional hockey player out of him. And I think that's what he's going to be. I like the way, a good center just does a lot of things right, and I think, that kind of stuff translates to the next level, and that impresses, general managers and hockey people, to have that all-around understanding of the game, and I like, I like his all-around game. I think he's going to be a guy to watch, and a guy who I think will only get better, once the skill set comes around a little bit more. He'll be getting more opportunities, and with Mantha more than likely graduating to pro hockey next season. He'll shoulder a bigger load offensively for the Furs, and I think that'll be beneficial to his development in the long and short term. But we'll see how all that works out. Anyway, that's all I got in this episode of the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles on Nicolas Aube-Kubel. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the season, the playoffs, and beyond. Later, guys.